Hey everybody, welcome to a first look at Endless Space 2. Man, sometimes it is really good to be busy, because you kind of lose track of the gaming world and you just, go through your life and do your everyday job. And suddenly there's a video recommendation on YouTube, Endless Space 2, and I'm thinking, what the... Oh my god, I completely forgot about it. And what do you know? It's going to be released in 2 days, the early access that is. And as you can see by the version number, it is pretty early. Version 0045. I don't know their versioning system. In my company, we do major, minor, patch. So this is 45 patches and not even a minor version yet. So yeah, expect a lot of this, what you'll see today, to change. And expect if there are bugs for them to be fixed. And please keep in mind, this is a first look at a beta, like early access beta type game. So bear that in mind. Just yeah, it's actually very hard to contain my excitement because, man, just starting up the game and listening to this. Let's listen to this together for just a second. It's awesome, isn't it? Oh god, it sent chills down my spine. I'm not ashamed to say. You, by the way, give me some feedback for the audio settings. I try. So you can hear the clicks and all that, and we keep the music up because it is pretty damn good. Yeah, maybe I'm just a huge nerd, I don't know. But many of you are too, so you're likely to enjoy this. Anyway, enough blah blah, let's get to the game. Just gonna pick a new game. Oh, what is that? Quick start, introduction. Yeah, we don't need that, just go in there. I'm gonna leave everything on standard pretty much. There's only 4 races in there so far. We got the Sophons. Anybody played Endless Space knows the Sophons. They're practically the techie type. We got the Cravers that are the very hyper aggressive type. They can they still crowd planets? Slave drivers. They used to be able to consume planets. Like, you'll get a planet and you get a production boost, and then they just... no. A tendency to aggressiveness means no peace with our factions. Yeah, alright. That's a tendency, like, you're just always gonna be at war. We got the Vodiani, which is a new race, and a pretty awesome looking one at that. They are victims of a classic cycle of industrialization. So I guess they're the replacement for the Galactic Empire, what they used to be. Legendary heroes, fast travelers. Oh, actually not. Huh, it's like the Pilgrim types. And we got the Lemurians, who are weird looking. Very weird looking. Man, she's creepy. But they're apparently traders and explorers. Or we got the random race, which is... Oh, funny. Not so much. Okay, since this is an early access and an early look, I think it's fitting we pick the Sophons and go out exploring. In my young days, I used to love playing the high-tech races and just turtle myself up and reach the end of the tech tree and then just waltz over everybody with my high-level ships. It changed a little bit. Those of you who watch my channel know I love to play the aggressive races by now. But anyway, so there's the ship types. Very clean, very cool designs as opposed to these guys. They just... yeah, not so clean. A lot of piping on the outside, apparently run by fuel. Not so clean, but I'm sure pretty effective at what they do. Oh man, I love that. Oh, okay, just stop the excitement. Alright, so the Sophons are, well, explorers and scientists, so they get this fast travel, so we get to move around a little faster. They're pretty bad at melee combat, but if you're good at the game, it never comes to melee combat, right? Careful. What? String not from you know. Huh, okay. We gain a science bonus for the next technology, and the fewer empires who know that technology, the higher is going to be the bonus. So that is extremely cool, and we can get to Era 2 right away. So that is even cooler. Not sure if that's going to stay this way, but yeah, whatever. Let's just pick these guys, and I think I'll just leave the rest. Size small is fine. Ideally, I want to get through these 4 races and keep the games a little shorter, maybe below my regular 25 to 30 episode count, so we can explore a little more and maybe go with the cycles as they patch in new content or fix imbalances and that stuff. So let's get to it, shall we? I'm assuming there's a video, so let us watch that together. There is. Come on now. There we go.
They have always been first, the Sophons. First to split atoms, mine asteroids, and capture the energy of the sun. First too to crash their test rockets, trigger artificial earthquakes, and accidentally blow up their moon. Their great power has given them great irresponsibility. But through it, now, they're the first to create perfection. Me.
Well, seems like we have a very humble AI to help us out. Let's tone down the volume. That was a little quiet, I think, at least from the settings I saw, but I guess you got the gist of it. Alrighty, so first look, very familiar to the predecessor, to Endless Space, which I personally like very much, because I don't think it's a good idea to have successors be a completely different game. I think it's good if you build upon the strength of the predecessor. So visually, they've done just that. Again, you can freeze scroll out and yeah, just look at that gorgeous galaxy here. What I love is that depending on your zoom level, like if we zoom out here, so now we got the diplomacy scan, which right now we don't have any diplomacy going on because we just started the game, but if you zoom in a little more, you can get a trade overview, zoom in even more, and you get an economy overview. So, well, this system doesn't seem too good, but whatever. And zoom in even more, and now we can go to a system scan, which doesn't reveal much, and we can just zoom in a little more, and now we can see all the planets in here. This one is ours, it's colonized, and there's an ash planet, 2 ash planets actually, which are good for production and not so good for anything else, and we can't colonize them anyway. As usual in the endless 4X games, you can't colonize all types of fields right away. You need to research that. So true to that, we don't. Yeah, it's missing technology, right? You can see it on the left. I can't move the mouse there because otherwise the tooltip will go, but on the left down you can see in red missing technology. We need to research that. So if you zoom in a little more, now we're at the planetary management level. Zoom out and we're here. Love that seamless, just, oh man, it's so smart. It's so, I don't know why it's not more common, but I guess they're gonna set the standard with their games, and once they become a little bit more popular among 4X fans, because I really, ooh, can I move you here? Yeah, we can. So here's my population, and I could move it to over to the other planets if I had the other planets, but they're not yet colonized, so we just have 4 more slots to grow. It's gonna take us 14 turns to grow, Happiness is content. Not much to say here. Manpower. What is that? Oh, generate troops. Alright, we're probably not gonna need that, so... representatives, there's apparently a political system in the game, which I didn't yet... Like, I didn't play much of it, I just loaded it up, got myself familiar with the interface a little bit, and then just right away went to recording, because I couldn't help myself. I just couldn't. So, there we are. Getting +3 scientists to represent us. Or not +3, it's just plain 3 scientists. We'll see the impact of that. And here we got a couple of buildings. Can expand these menus. Here I'm assuming are our fleets, if we have any. So yeah, pretty regular stuff. We got a couple buildings that we could get. Extra science output. Could get another incubator, which is our colony ship. Can get scouts. And we got 2 basic buildings right off the bat. We could go for extra, just straight up +10 science and dust, or we could go for the drone network, which gives us +5 production and food. And even though it's overall less, I'm gonna go with early production. Then maybe later on get the cerebral reality. Oh, got a knot in my tongue there. Alright, so I think this is pretty much everything to say about the system management, unless I'm missing something. Okay, we can see what we already got here. That's cool. We can go to the overview screen. That is also nice. See the resources we have, the happiness and all that. Again, every screen you go into there, you right click, you'll right back where you were. Right click again, you're out here, and then here you can zoom. Or just zoom in like that. Really, really cool. Alright, so let's check out the ledgers we have. They're available through F1 to F2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I'm assuming. Is that F6? Yep, it is. This is our hero screen, F6, like this little highlighted one. Like in... is it in every Endless game? I don't know, I only played Endless Space, Endless Legend. They have heroes, and we have heroes here too, which I really enjoy. Because, I don't know, they just add a little, like a roleplay component, and they can make your armies or your cities be a lot more relevant. So I'm looking forward to seeing the hero system in this game. We can just click on him and then say inspect. Yeah, there's no more convenient way, so go and inspect. So now we could... Ship design, really? Oh, I didn't see that earlier. Nice! So he has his own little ship. And we could... Cool. We could retrofit that. Nice. And we have a skill tree, which is divided into generic skill for this type of hero. Sophons skills, like Sophons specific ones, and these here are corporate skills. What type of hero are you actually? He's a corporate hero, alright, so they have hero classes again, which I like very much. So these skills here are gonna be the same for all Sophons, I assume. These here are the same for all corporate class, and these here are just generic skills. So we could go for... extra food, extra production, extra dust. I think we're gonna be true Sophons and go for the... Oh, we don't have skill points. Okay, never mind. Let's check out the ship. Alright, so there's a couple of free slots. Jesus, sorry. What did I do? Why did you shoot me? So there's a couple of free slots. He scared me with that. And we could drag stuff on there, but then we have to pay for it, and really don't want to do that. So we're not gonna do that. Right, so that was the heroes. We do have quests, apparently. Not yet. And we don't have any diplomacy. Here we got the regular ship management. We could create new ones. Pretty much like the hero ship we saw. I could select a class here. and then just drag stuff to whatever. No, just retrofit that. And yeah. Pretty straightforward. You also got an overview of your fleets. They do have command points, which you can upgrade over the course of the game. It's not like you can only have 4 command points or 4 ships in one fleet. But for starters, you can only have 4. And these starter ships only take 1 slot. So, yeah. I think that's that for now. Let's go to the research. In my opinion, they simplified it a little bit. It's just takes a little getting used to the actual interface there, because I can't scroll out, and now when I scroll, it's just moving along. I like that in Endless Legend, where you could zoom out a little bit, and then these turn into icons and just give you a little more of a bird's eye perspective. You could also do that in Endless Space, so I'm assuming they maybe will add that. But overall, it's a little bit decluttered, very clean. You don't have to scroll around really. It's just it all fits on one screen. So if you're usually gonna move from era 1 to era 2, and just we are the Sophons, so we can already get era 2 stuff. And yeah, just pick your techs in the different areas. This here is the well, focused on development of the empire, which is pretty much food growth and influence growth, I'm assuming. Down here we got what? Population and diplomacy. Okay, I'm guessing this is gonna get mixed through quite a bit as the game gets polished up. But here, as far as I scrolled through, we don't have the population and diplomacy, but we have the industrial focus here. So, and over here we have our combat focus. We can get upgrades for our ships. And it's always 2 things that you get with the tech research. So let's see. The first one I usually take is the xenology, because it's just straight up 10 production. It's pretty useful. This here is pretty good too, though. And you get a general idea with the icons they have. Like this here is regular, just plain money. Yeah, just 2 buildings that upgrade your dust output, which by the way is the currency in this game. But we're gonna get to that. Don't worry. I'm gonna explain a lot of the game mechanics as far as I know them and while I learn them. So don't you worry. Early on though, I want to not focus so much on science output, because the Sophons are already pretty damn good at that. So what I want to get is the xenology. And that's gonna run me, what, 3 turns? Yeah, 3 turns. You could queue up techs, which I will do just 2, because after that we're gonna go for the food output. So we build faster and we grow faster. That's my early priorities. Never can go wrong with that, really, in 4X games. In this corner up here and here are the different planet types to colonize. So here are the tropical planets, atoll planets, which... man, they look pretty cool. Here we have jungle, we have swamp, and so on. It just gets, the higher you go, the... oh, we don't even know what's here? And here? Huh, that is cool. Is that not programmed yet, or we just don't know yet? We'll find out, I guess. The logic here is the more generic type planets are early on. So the tundra, they just have the atoll, and the tropicals. They're just, we can already colonize boreal and I'm assuming just Terran planets. And the higher you get with your techs, like these ash planets, and especially these, where's the ocean? Arctic ash? No, where's the lava? Can't we get that? Oh, that scares me now. Anyway, let's take the Arctic, for example. They are very strong in science output. They're a little bit hard to colonize and to grow. But once you do, you get rewarded by a very strong science output. And the same goes, for example, for the arid systems, which just replace science with dust, and they're going to be your economical powerhouses if you have the tech to, first of all, colonize them, and then have the resources to get them started, because they're usually very hard to live on. Can see it, this Mad Max type scenery. That's not really life friendly. Anyway, but they're down the tree, so let's not worry about that right now. And I'm not going to pick one of those unless I'm not going to pick one of those before I know what's around me. So there, oh man, you guys let me, by the way, know. Just if I explain too much or too little, just put in the comments, because I'm just very excited, and I hope there's some people new to this game, or new to this series even, watching it. And yeah, I just wanna take you with me on the ride, so just so you know what's going on, and about the endless 4x type logic. This sentence is dead. I can't rescue it. But the 4x, the Amplitude take on 4x, it's just a little different than what you're used to probably, so I over-explain. It's just like that. Alrighty, so we got a couple of ships here. One detector, that's going to be our scout, obviously, and one incubator, that's going to be our colony ship. So you can colonize one planet right away, and the way it works in endless space is that you colonize a planet and you build an outpost on it. And while it's just an outpost, it can still be contested, and it has to grow, and it takes quite some time, like 7 or 10 turns or somewhere in that range. So yeah, it's not like you colonize and it's immediately yours. It's a little more difficult than that. As for the scout, they got a couple new mechanics, but we're gonna get into those as they become relevant. So let's first do some moves there. And did I select? Yeah, it's the detector. So the way I have it figured is I check out this nearby system first in my detector, and if it's worthwhile, well, so much for that. So there are minor factions now in endless space, and these guys are agriculture experts, pacifists, so they won't bother us very much. Yeah, maybe we can trade with them, I don't know, but certainly this system is probably not up for colonization. Let's check it out anyway. So if you first see a system, which I would love to colonize this planet, it's just already habited, you get a little, like a cutscene, and it's going to run you through the planets and show you, so there's 2 curiosities that we could explore with our probes on the scout. This here, for example, is a lava planet, very strong in production, just not good in anything else. This here is interesting. Ooh, lots of curiosities and outstanding in dust. If you want to skip that, well, I was a little too slow for that, but if you want to skip it, you just right click, or if you want to run through the planets, you left click. Just click, 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 and it's going to be a little bit faster. Alright, so what I could do here now is select this guy and start expeditions on these planets and find out what these mystery boxes here contain. They could be luxury resources, they could be some indigenous races, I think. I don't really know, but we're gonna find that out. And when you do that, you get explorer bonuses, well, how about I just show you? So we'll just pick this one. We'll take start expedition, we'll click on here, and now the little probe will fly there, and boom, we got a successful expedition, get 50 loot, and now we'll know what that is. Well, or we don't. So it's a curiosity. These probes regenerate, it just takes a little bit of time. They have 2 turns cooldown, so I don't want to waste them all. So the next move I'll do is get this guy up to here, and we'll actually use the colony ship to scout as well. We'll just send him in that direction. So we can't colonize right the first turn, but whatever. Speaking of whatever, I think I forgot, we got the hero, but we did not assign him. So let us do that. Assign the hero to the system and get the output. Can Can I see that? Just zoom in. Galactic HQ, plus 7 point democracy. He should add... whatever. These guys will gain levels with buildings you build, or with ships you build, or just if you put them on a ship and just let them fight. That's also a way, of course, to level them up. Now, did we forget anything? I guess I'll go over the basic resources just a second. So we'll just go in here. These are my 3 planets. They all produce stuff. It's going to get more the more people we have on there. And you can see an overview over the types of, like over the what's called FIDSI over here. So that's the output of the planet, and it's used for various things. So we got the food, which is the F in FIDSI, which just basically grows your population. We got the industry, which just, you know, is used for producing ships or buildings here. We got the dust, which is your currency in the game, so you can fast track buildings, you can buy heroes, you also have to pay upkeep. So with fast techers like the Sophons, it could become a problem to finance all the high-tech stuff you get. So it's important to keep an eye on dust. Science is science output. And influence is going to be used in mostly diplomacy, but I think also there must be some type of political interaction that likely, yeah, this year is going to require influence. So we'll check that out. You can also pass laws, and there's all kinds of stuff, but let's not overdo it in the first episode, right? Well, it's not relevant right now anyway, so we'll just focus on the basics. Hey, Chancellor of Exploration and Expansion. I guess this is like my main quest? Oh, it's just a... Okay. They just encouraged me to go out there and explore. So it's a little unfortunate that we have these guys right away, because I would love some breathing room. But we'll find that out. Anyway, let's end the first turn. I probably forgot a million things, but... Alrighty. That's the first turn done. Now, as in Endless Space, you have this execute orders. So if you have your fleets, like if they have a route assigned that they have to go to or fly to, you can just click this and it's gonna be executed. And important, you can't change, like if you're on a star lane like this, or what are these things called actually? Do they have a name? Can I? No. I'll just call them star lanes for lack of a better name. So if you are on one of those, like my scout here, I cannot change his direction. Like I need to finish, and I can only assign a no course when I'm on the system here. So if I would go here, he wouldn't... No. Oh, yep. It was pretty stupid. But you see what it did there. And now I can't change the course again. I have to finish my flight here, and then I can go here. At least we got a glimpse of the system, and this way we can zoom through. And we got a large boreal, which is can house 7 people. We got a swamp and steeps. Is that how you pronounce it? Not too enticing, but it's easy to colonize. We could get that soon, so let's hope we find something better over there. Certainly it's bigger. Small jungle. Okay, I like that. Lava, not so great because we can't colonize it. Another steeps, alright. Desert. Also very good for dust. And jungle. So we have 2 jungle planets. We have Hyperium on here, which is a strategic resource. These are displayed up here. Titanium, Hyperium, Adamantium, Antimatter, Auriclacix, yeah, that purple thingy, and Quadrinix. They are likely going to be used in retrofitting your ships. Like you could harvest those, but they're pretty rare throughout the galaxy. At least I think they are. And you can harvest them and put the result on your ship. Can I show that? Let's create a ship. Yeah, there we can show it. So we'll select the hull. The decky class. Yeah, ooh, that is loud. Gotta tweak with the audio a little bit. And then we have a couple of things we could put on there. So, for example, here. And these guys here, they do cost strategic resources. So in this case, it's titanium, I think, and here's Hyperium. So yeah, we don't have any of that, but we can still build the ship, for example, like this and that. And then it's going to cost us this many resources, and if we want to build it, they're going to get subtracted from our resources, which are currently 0. Right, so we do have Hyperium in here, and it's 2 jungle planets and a steep. So I think we want to work on getting, let's see, we got 1 turn for the xenology. And as far as I know, yeah, the jungle is up here. So we're gonna do it like that. But I still wanna check out maybe this system. Maybe this. Gonna be 3 turns. Yeah, let's check out this one first. Drone network's gonna be soon. Yep, I think that's good enough for a first turn. Probably gonna put this guy over here and just colonize the Boreal system over there, just to get another system going. And in the meantime, build an incubator, because as far as I know, yeah, they're pretty fast to build. So I think I'll just do that. It's gonna take me a while to get this system here. Small. How many people can you house? I think 5 is a small planet. No, 4. Ooh. Yeah, and this here is safe in the back of our empire anyway. So, me thinking, I'm gonna go with this one here. Just a first planet, rather quick. So there we go. First tech is finished, so you can get a little overview. And we can do titanium refining now. Jesus. And we can build the Xeno industrial infrastructure. So that's what I want to do now. Drone network's going to be finished in 2 turns. We're going to follow that up with the Xeno industrial infrastructure, just because it's 10 extra industry, which is pretty relevant at this point in the game. And here we're gonna do our first colony. Yeah. Just go on here. Boop-de-boo. And now you can choose to speed that up however you want. I don't have the influence and I don't have the manpower, so I can just pick the dust route, which I'll do. And that's gonna speed it up. We'll save 4 turns. And it cost us exactly the amount of dust we had, as if I had planned it, but I didn't. I'm just a lucky son of a gun, or an idiot. Could also be that the dust is too valuable to spend it like that, and I just messed it up. Anyway, that's my first episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We're gonna explore this. I don't even know how big this is. But we're gonna explore this galaxy in the upcoming episodes, and I'll show you the probe mechanic and explain why they have it in there. And then we're gonna take it from there. Hopefully get our second system and maybe meet some neighbors that we can bash and do great things together. Again, any feedback, positive, negative, about the game, about my sound settings, whatever, just put in the comments. I'm always very happy to learn about how you enjoy or don't enjoy. Oh, we already have titanium. That is very cool. How you like my videos and my series. So just let me know. And if you're as happy as I am that this game is finally making its way onto your computers soon, just let me know that as well. Yeah. Have a wonderful day and see you around for the next one.